Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Robert Khakham Show. As always, I'm Robert Khakham with my amazing producer.
Tyler Hartley.
There he is.
Thank you.
There
Thank
he
you
is.
for the introduction.
He said it. He did it. Tyler Hartley, the man, the myth, the legend. He is here with me today on this podcast, as
sir.
always. And he's drinking, but it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's totally okay. You can have one beer, man. It's fine. You can have two. You can have three. All right.
We have two.
You
So
just,
I'll stay within the limits.
You drink, and you like to talk. That's okay. You can have a few beers. You can have
Is that
one.
what you're worried? I'm gonna get too drunk and talk over you. I promise I'm not.
Okay.
It's gonna calm me
That's
down.
not what I was worried about
I
at
need
all.
my fix, dude.
That's not what I was worried about.
Dude, you're
What'd you
gonna
do? You play golf today?
I did play golf today. Yes.
How was it?
It was cold.
It was cold.
Very cold, but that's what makes you better.
Did you win?
Yeah, I did, but it wasn't really about winning today. It was about just practicing, getting better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who'd you play with?
Jordan.
Oh, Jordan. So Jordan's a good guy.
Yeah.
Jordan's a great dude.
Yeah. Bad golfer, good guy.
Bad golfer, good guy.
Yeah, we're all bad at golf.
It's about practicing.
It's about practicing.
It's about getting better.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. I forgot this is a thing. It's okay. It's okay. The beer's doing well. Good weekend. Great weekend.
Why was it a great weekend?
Amazing weekend. I did Yuck Burlington
Okay.
this last weekend. Why, were you expecting me to say something else?
No, I didn't know if you had something else to talk about. That's all.
Oh, okay.
It's like a new thing that you started doing, like a new old thing you started doing. I was just wondering, but it's okay. You did Yuck Burlington.
I did Yuck Burlington. Very fun. Very good. Wasn't super eventful as my other weekends have been. I will say this. It wasn't an overnight thing. It was 2 nights, but it was go there, go home, go there, go home.
Yeah.
Burlington's one of the best clubs. Very fun. Not that the other clubs are bad, but Burlington consistently the hottest crowds, the best time, the best shows. I always destroy in Burlington. It was great. I mean, no complaints whatsoever. None really. I'm just traumatized now. Like, I don't know. I feel like all the old trauma from all my old comedy sets where things have not gone wrong has for some reason recently started to just creep back in, where now I'm on stage and I'm just waiting for something to happen. I'm waiting for a woman to leave crying. I'm waiting for
You're like catastrophizing.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
I believe so. This girl I've been hanging out with, she says I catastrophize too much. And I think she's right. Yeah, and I think that's what it's called.
You plan for the worst? Is that what catastrophizing
Well,
is?
exactly. It's not even like you plan for the worst. Like, you're not like planning for the worst, hoping for the best. Sure, that's like there's like a cynic basically, and that's fine. But it's kind of like you manifest the worst almost. Like you almost make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, you can almost blame a bomb on yourself. It's accountability too, but it's also catastrophizing, I believe, is what you're explaining. Or you're just being a realist and you're bombing and you're like, yeah, I suck.
No, it wasn't any bombs. It was more just like, I'm just waiting. Listen, I don't bomb.
You don't bomb.
I don't bomb.
That's why I think it's catastrophizing. You don't bomb.
No, I bomb. I bomb on shows not on weekends, but on the shows that don't matter, that don't really pay.
The ones that don't pay.
Yeah, the ones that don't pay.
Why
I'm
would
like,
you?
fuck
Yeah.
it. My mentor taught me this one day. JJ Lieberman, we love him. Absolutely
Lieberman.
fucking killing it on stage, on social media.
Our Holy Father.
Absolutely killing it. Tommy, he goes, "Don't get bitter, get better." That was his line. Always.
Nice. That's a fun one too.
It was
Rhymes
his line
a little,
all the time. He goes, "Don't get bitter, get better." Coming from the most bitter guy I ever met. At the time, he's probably doing well now because he's killing it on social media.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was, "Don't get bitter, get better." Right? And it's always stuck with me. It's like, yeah, you know what? I won't get bitter. I'll get better.
Yeah.
And I have. I really feel like recently I have just been finding my stride on stage a little more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely the best I've ever been at this point. And that's kind of like an oxymoron or whatever you call it, a paradox, because you could say that like when you start doing comedy, you're the best you've ever been because you've just started and you have nothing to compare it to, right? But then again, a year or two in, you're not the best you've ever been because you fucking stink. So it doesn't really count, right? That's what I learned in therapy. I guess you're not always, like, you could say you're always the best you've ever been at this moment in time, but that's not true compared to what I am now. And I've been doing this shit 8 fucking years, and is finally things are starting to click. They're just starting, like the sparks are just starting to ignite. After this long, it's weird, man, because you don't think it's ever gonna happen, but then it does happen, and you're like, oh wow, this is the shit that they talk about when they're like, that whole finding your voice.
Is this when the catastrophizing comes in? You start because you kind of you get to a point where you're like, I'm good, and then you're like, oh, when is it going to go bad? Is that when that kind of creeps in? Because you said it's kind of creeping in, but you're also saying you're at the best you've ever been.
That's a great question. I'm saying more, yeah, I'm the best I've ever been. That's why people are just, they're not going to like it. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh.
Who's people?
Oh, just the audience.
The audience?
Yeah, just the audience.
Why wouldn't they like you being your best? I don't understand.
Not them not being my best, but it's I'm so good that I'm gonna say a joke and they're just gonna be like, nah, fuck that. That triggered me too much. Out of here.
Oh, I see. All right. Do you think that's a
what? Say what you want to say.
This isn't a rude thing. Do you think that's a thing of maybe? People laugh at funny jokes. People, if it's fucked up,
sure.
people laugh.
Sure, fair.
Why don't they like you specifically?
I've just had situations where, for example, I had that woman leave crying.
Sure.
And I handled it like a professional. I told her to get the fuck out. That's what a professional comedian does. Woman starts crying in the front row. You go, what's wrong? She goes, I don't like you. You go, well, leave. Go fuck yourself.
Absolutely.
Leave. 2 women in the same show, gone. Right? Left crying.
But not just that specific incident, right? There's been others.
There's been other little things, right? Where, you're not supposed, it's supposed to just be like a funny story, right? But I'm always all right, well, where's the bitch that's going to cry tonight?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'm predicting it. I'm manifesting it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you want some bitch to cry?
No. I didn't get in this to make people cry, bro.
Well, why are we thinking about that then?
I don't know. I'm just finding my stride on stage.
Absolutely.
I'm finding my stride on stage, and typical Robert Khakham fashion is I'm going to try and talk myself down and be like, it's not happening. What the fuck is going on? Nothing's going on here.
Would you not think that's a good thing almost? It keeps you pushing forward. It keeps you hungry.
Yeah, it's a normal thing, I would say.
It's not a normal thing.
No, it's normal.
It's not normal. Sorry, not to cut you. Sorry. I don't think it's normal because your brain wants to be content and comfortable. So it's goes against human nature to fight against that.
It's your ego. It's an ego thing where it's your ego's in a constant fight with itself, mixed with some imposter syndrome.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, the
imposter syndrome. Very normal thing. Normal thing to be like, no, this ain't it.
Okay,
right?
I'm with you now.
And
I understand what you're saying. Yes.
That's where we go back to the old discussion: is we're all the same people. We're all human beings. Everybody feels it. People at the top of their game probably feel it even more than me just doing fucking Yuck Burlington. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, Yuck Burlington, that's a big deal. Did you do pizza recently too?
It was a Boston pizza back in the day.
It was a Boston pizza.
All right, it was a Boston pizza. Okay, they had a mic and a light.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't perform in no fucking shitty pizzas. Okay, there's a homeless guy digging through the garbage.
That's only when you get fucked up and you start yelling at the pizza people.
Yeah.
I wanted a Hawaiian.
I wanted 2 pounds of wings. I want 2 pounds of fucking wings.
That's just you being a Jew, eh? That's just you being like, I want what I paid for.
I fuck with some pizza wings, bro. They're not bad.
Of course. Hey, listen, I get hammered. I get pizza.
Pizza wings are very fun. Very good. Here's the thing. I can feel my prefrontal cortex developing.
We touched on this, yes.
Completing its development up to a certain point. Because they say that your prefrontal cortex doesn't fully develop until you're 25.
Sure.
And that's why they say you shouldn't smoke weed before 25, is because it fucks with the development of that. And your prefrontal cortex is the part that is responsible for, decision making. It's responsible for deciding, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? Is this something you should do? That's why they say teenagers are fucking retarded, because their prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed. That's why they do stupid shit, because they're teenagers. They're like, oh, you're dumb.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because their brains aren't fully developed yet. So the differentiation between, is this smart or is this not smart, right? It's weird. It's because I'm turning 25.
You're gaining your full powers.
I'm turning 25 and I can feel my full powers just entering my body.
Absolutely.
I can feel. I'm looking around, and the same thing. I'm looking around at things like, this is smart, this is dumb, do this, don't do this. This is not smart. I should clean this. I should not clean that.
Look at you growing up.
It's growing up. When they say you're growing up, I'm growing up. My prefrontal cortex is slowly piecing itself together, but I already know it's not going to develop to its full potential because I have been smoking weed since I was 20 years old, which is crazy to say now.
Have you been drinking tap water too?
I've been drinking. I'll have tap water here and there, but not on a consistent basis.
You might be fine then. You might have beat it.
Why?
Well, because tap water is a bad thing. You know? A lot of people drink tap water and they're stupid.
Oh, you see, like that together, it would
I drink
affect.
tap water all the time. I know my prefrontal cortex did not.
No, but you're older than 25.
Yeah, no, and I know it's not quite there yet.
It's that's the thing. It's not. It takes a while to get there, right? But I'm telling you, at 25, I can feel it. I can feel it fully coming together.
Give me a good decision you make right now,
dude. Do you know what I did to make my prefrontal? That I know this is a prefrontal cortex developing situation here. I took my fucking PS4 earlier today. I took my PS4 and I put it in a box and I put it in storage. It's gone.
Absolutely, that's a wise decision.
It's the end of an era.
Yep.
It's the end of an era. I had my PS3 too out from back in the day because I had a little.
Left that one out, but
I had a little nostalgia moment where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play PS3. You know when you have those moments where you just go, I'm gonna play a video game that I used to love to play when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
And then you start to play the video game and you go, this is fucking dog shit. Holy hell. I love this game. I loved this game as a kid, and now I'm playing it. I'm like, this looks terrible. It plays terrible.
Feels terrible.
Feels terrible. The graphics aren't what I thought they were going to be. It's over. Yeah. It's over. My imagination, like SpongeBob making the rainbow, my imagination is gone. It's done. It's over. There's no magic to it anymore. You know when you have that 2-week period where you go, I'm gonna play fucking Minecraft, and then you play Minecraft and you just realize everything in this game is way different than when you played it when you were a kid. When I played Minecraft, I'm only talking about Minecraft because the Minecraft movie is out now and it's a relevant thing to talk about right now for a little bit, and we're hopefully gonna get these clips out. Everyone's talking about Minecraft. You know when I played Minecraft as a kid, there was fucking 7 items in the whole game. You had dirt, you had cobblestone, you had a pickaxe and a sword and a fishing rod.
What more does a man need?
What else did you need? You built a fucking house. Yep. You chopped down some trees.
Back when people were happy.
You killed some spiders and you ran back inside your house.
Like a man again, yeah.
And then you made yourself a bow and arrow out of all the string that you killed from the spiders. And you were the happiest man alive.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The first time I ever made an enchantment table on Minecraft, I was like, I've made it in life. I did it. I can enchant my bow and arrow that I've had since and your whole goal since you started a new world was just not to die. That's it. Because you die, you lose all your sick stuff. You would never find your shitty house that you built with dirt and cobblestone ever. You'd watch tutorials. You go on Minecraft now. You go on Minecraft today. Nowadays, there's fucking flying saucers. There's people going to space. They're raping and pillaging villagers. They're putting villagers in fucking concentration camps.
Sounds kind of fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But this ain't what I did when I was a kid. When I was Minecraft, it was about building stuff. Now these fucking kids are just committing genocide.
Well, that's still building.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're building new opportunities.
You're not wrong.
For your people.
You're building them. You work hard, you get rewarded.
You work hard, you get rewarded. What's harder than rape and pillaging?
Now there's all kinds. There's horses. There was never horses when I played Minecraft. It was a barren wasteland.
That's weird that there was no horses, actually.
There's horses.
Right? Because horses are a thing of the past. That should have been in the game. That's been around forever.
There's horses now. Yeah. There's ghosts.
What were the means of transportation back when you played?
You walked.
That's such an old man thing. Like, you walked uphill both ways, kid.
You walked. You saw a tree, you walked to it, and you cut it down with a wooden axe that you wood on wood crime.
Yeah.
You would cut down that fucking tree.
Yeah. And now they got fucking fat Jack Black running around. Jack Black's in the new one, right?
Jack Black's he plays the main guy, Steve.
Yeah.
He plays the guy you would play as like the game character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a good guy for that. I like that.
I wanted to go see the Minecraft movie, but you've seen this new trend of what's going on in the theaters. Have you seen this?
Shootings?
No, not shootings. No, that's a thing in the past now. We don't.
Bad.
No,
we moved past shootings.
We're past theater shootings. No, no one's shooting up.
I don't think we tapped that one. Okay.
No one's shooting up the theaters. Now what they do, it's even worse now, really. What they do now is there's a scene in the movie where there's a zombie riding a chicken, right? Which is a type of spawn in the game. A very rare spawn, like 0.5% chance of a spawn like that.
Sounds like
where there's a zombie riding a chicken, and it's called the chicken jockey, right? So there's a scene in the movie where one of these things appears, and Jack Black goes chicken jockey, and then the theater goes fucking nuts. The people in the theater start throwing popcorn. They go fucking wild, bro. They start going nuts, right? They start throwing shit. There's been like actual the viral things of just people getting kicked out, the theater employees screaming at these kids, being like, if you guys don't fucking stop, this movie's over. This movie's over. Jack Black showed up to a movie theater and went, guys, do not do this. They made Jack Black show up to a movie theater and go, guys, when Chicken Jockey comes on, please don't start going ape shit.
That seems like a bad investment. They had to pay Jack Black a lot to get there. And it's like, listen, it costs like $17 an hour for these fucking guys to clean up. Like, let's just let them clean it.
Families are asking for refunds and shit. The theaters have to give out refunds.
What do you think about this? So you don't want to go because of this?
So I got scared because I'm like...
You're scared.
I got scared because I'm like, yo, I wanted to go with my girl. And I'm like, I don't know if I can handle a bunch of popcorn and shit being thrown up in the air.
Bro,
but it is an experience.
Be a part of it. What do you like? Throw some popcorn with your chick. Dude.
I would be a part of it. Yeah. Not that I was scared, but I'm like, dude.
What would your girl be like with this? Would she be cool with it, or would she?
She's down.
Throw some popcorn.
She's down. She'd be down for the vibe.
That's so fun.
She'd be down for the vibe. She'd be like, all right,
Bonnie and Clyde on the city.
Yeah,
dude.
it's a story.
Awesome.
It's a story.
It's a
you know.
Great time.
I wanted to go see it. I haven't gone see it. We're gonna go see it eventually, but
that's really only a movie you can see with your chick too. Like you're not gonna go alone.
No, as a grown man, 25, prefrontal cortex fully developed.
Yeah, that's a bad decision.
With a mustache, sitting there eating my popcorn.
Yeah,
everyone's throwing it. I'm still sitting there eating. Guys, stop. Sit down. Enough of this.
Yeah, exactly. That's so.
Please.
If you make a stand and you're like, this is immature.
One time, me and my ex. My ex-girlfriend, we went to go watch the...
I assumed that, yeah.
We went to go watch the Garfield movie.
Yeah.
And I was in a really bad mood.
Oh, dude, I do know this story. Yeah,
I was in a really, really bad mood, right? Like, I was not doing well mentally. And I was so happy to watch that we're going to go watch the Garfield movie. And we start watching the movie, not even like 5 minutes in, okay? I see Garfield. I'm like, it's fucking Garfield. Hell yeah. It's happening. We're doing it. I'm watching the movie. This is all I fucking wanted. Then a couple of fucking teenagers walk in, like 4 or 5 of them walk in, and they start being teenagers, not prefrontal cortex developed teenagers. They start being fucking retards, and they start, talking loud. Like, bro, come on. They start maybe like throwing some, like not throwing the popcorn like Chicken Jockey throwing, but just, throwing bits and pieces around of popcorn. And I'm sitting there like, are these fucking kids, are they fucking serious right now? Do these fucking kids not know that I need this fucking movie right now? I need to watch this fucking movie right now. I'm going to kill myself if I don't see the fucking Garfield movie. Are these kids fucking kidding me right now? No, this is not happening, right? So I did what any man would do. I got my girlfriend to say something.
Absolutely.
She looks at them and goes, guys, and she was like working with like students and kids at the time. So she looks at them and she goes, guys, can you please be quiet? Doing that like teacher. She went full teacher mode. Guys, you need to be quiet. Please stop. Right. And then what do? They go fuck yourself. They're not stopping for some bitch.
What, are they scared of a girl?
For some bitch. Yeah. They're fucking 15, bro. They're not scared of nothing. Yeah. Not scared of fucking anything, dude.
They look forward to shit like that.
So I do what any sane, because the high school mentality doesn't leave. It doesn't leave you. Like, in my head, I was like, am I going to have to fucking fight these kids? But then my prefrontal cortex kicked in and I went, I can't. I'm a grown man. I'm going to go to fucking jail if I touch one of these kids. I can't. I forgot. I'm a grown man. I'm not these kids' age anymore. Like, if I was these kids' age, I probably would have joined in,
Yeah. Start throwing shit.
Right,
Yeah.
but I really need this fucking movie, guys. You don't understand. I'm gonna cry if I don't watch this movie. I'm not even kidding. I need the fucking Garfield movie, please, guys. So I get up, I go talk to the fucking manager. What else am I gonna do?
You're like, all right, my girl's fucking useless. I guess I'll go get someone who's actually in charge here.
What am I gonna fucking do? What can I do here? All right, yeah, I'm talking to, like. I left out the best part was at one point they still kept going and me and my girl just started eyeing them, or my ex-girl, we started eyeing them, and they just looked back at us like, what? And one kid looked at us and just put a chunk of popcorn in his mouth and like, what? Right? I'm like, all right, well, I gotta go talk to the manager. All right. Because these kids they're not only are they ruining the movie for me, they're sitting in the same row as us. Now they're ruining the movie for other people are starting to look back.
This isn't just about you anymore, right?
This isn't just about
this is
me.
about everyone in the theater at this point.
So
It's about Canada.
yeah, this is about democracy.
Yeah, this is about democracy.
This is about freedom of liberty.
This is human rights issue.
I want to watch the fucking Garfield movie.
I agree.
I
You
paid
did
my
the right.
hard-earned fucking money on my mom's visa
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have money, but
to
yeah,
watch
Yeah.
this fucking movie. For God's sakes.
Yeah.
I go to talk to the manager, okay? Now the manager was clearly he's been around. The manager was a fucking clearly like a dude who was a fucking gangster. Maybe that's the way to put it. He was a fucking gangster dude. He was a guy that was like you could see it. He had neck tattoo. He was a light skinned dude. Light skin, looked like Pharrell. You know Pharrell with the hat.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Right? He looked the same kind of complexion.
Drake. Yeah.
Yeah, same kind of complexion.
Yeah, that would have been a better reference to go with. Yeah.
Same kind of style.
Sure.
Nappy kind of hair, right?
Can you say that?
Hmm?
Can you say nappy hair? Is that okay?
Can I say nappy hair?
Yeah, yeah. I know we say retarded and we say other stuff, but can you say nappy hair?
What's wrong with that?
That's a racist thing, isn't it?
Is it racist?
I think so.
No, nappies. That's a way to describe their hair. It's
Okay.
it's kind of like.
Well, I'm gonna start saying it now.
It's like
I'm gonna start saying it, and
it's
when people
nappy.
okay.
It's like I didn't say that in a
Well,
racial.
it's like black hair.
Can I say that?
Yeah, yeah. We don't usually do this. I just want to know. Like, can you say that?
I've always heard people
Nappy
describe
hair.
it. Nappy
Okay.
hair. Is that? It sounds. You know what? The more I say it, now
sounds
the
bad.
it sounds not
It sounds
right.
bad,
It sounds
right?
like I shouldn't be saying it.
Listen, I like it. I think it has a good ring to it. Nappy. Yeah, yeah.
Nappy hair.
Nappy hair seems like it's like you took a nap and your hair's messy.
It's
like you have nappy hair.
No, I don't. don't ever fucking say that again about me either. By the way,
You have a black Jew hair.
you trying to fight? You don't ever say I got nappy
Hey,
hair.
dude, we're not at Garfield right now. Relax.
Okay, fine. I won't say nappy.
Okay.
All right.
No, say it. I just want to know.
This fucking had
I'm not
black
trying to be
people
gay
hair.
about it, dude.
Huh?
I'm not trying to be gay about it. I just want to know.
He had fucking black person hair.
Is nappy? Keep going.
Is nappy racist?
Nappy?
You googling it?
Yeah.
Google it. I want to know before I
Yeah,
continue
but
with the story.
Put a pin on your story. I want to hear your story still. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
This
you
is
didn't cut me
important
off.
now. Is nappy hair racist to say? Sorry, I type 3 words a minute. There's a lot of speculation that nap was redefined as a disappearing phrase for the coils and kinks in the hair of the African enslaved in connection with the fields of cotton that drove. No, it's not racist at all.
That's not racist
it's
at all.
a physical characteristic
Yeah.
of black man. He
There
has
you go.
nappy hair.
Black, and he was light skinned either. He was a light skinned guy.
All right, so he's got nappy hair.
He's got nappy hair.
We got the green light on nappy. It's fine.
We got it.
Yeah, we're good.
Got it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the kings and queens just used to say to describe African Americans. I'm doing it to describe the manager
Listen,
of a
we're not the
Cineplex.
kings and queens. We're not racist people. We just say nappy. That's it. We mean no harm by that.
No harm whatsoever.
Yeah,
nappy
yeah.
hair. Big
And-
deal. What's the big fucking deal? Nappy hair.
Tune in next week when we start saying the N word out of love.
Nappy.
Yeah, nappy hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nappy hair.
Okay.
I go talk to the manager. And this guy, light skinned dude.
Pharrell.
Nappy hair. Pharrell. Neck tattoos.
Neck tattoos.
And you can clearly tell he does not want to be the manager of a Cineplex.
That's weird.
Either that or this is the best job he's ever had.
Yes.
One or the other. Either that or this is him like going straight and turning his life around as managing the Cineplex and making sure everybody has a good
This
fucking
is based
time.
on the neck tattoo, right? You're like, he has the neck tattoo.
It was his. It wasn't just. This wasn't a racial profile thing. This was a vibe thing. This was a pure vibe of like
Sure.
the way when I walked up to him and I go, "Hey man, there's some kids in the theater. They're throwing stuff. They're being loud." And he goes, "Oh yeah?" I go, "Yeah." What, camera's off?
Yeah. Can we stop that for a second? We're going to put that on pause.
No worries.
This
No
is
worries.
one of those-
Well, there it is. It's all right. All right, we're back. Camera.
That's my bad.
Little technical difficulties. That's okay,
I'm not going to
Tyler.
kill myself.
That's okay. Tyler was screaming that he's gonna kill himself.
I wasn't screaming. I was mildly upset.
He ran outside and took his clothes off and said he's gonna fucking kill himself.
Barely buttoned my shirt back up.
It's okay.
Okay, go on. So you talked to this guy outside.
This manager, he had the vibe of like, this better be a fucking. I'm gonna manage the shit out of the Cineplex. I'm done fucking killing. I'm done robbing. I'm done.
But he just had that vibe.
He just had it.
Nothing,
Just
like you could have went in blind. You
dude, he
would've-
could have robbed me if he wanted to. If we were just on the street, it was an aura that he was giving off.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't a race thing. This was a straight up,
just an aura.
just an aura, just the vibes. I'm very sensitive to
He had,
people's.
he had a nappy sort of energy to him.
He was a nappy little fellow. No, no, it's too loud. It's gonna bump. Yeah, there you go. So I go up to him. I go, "Hey man, there's some kids, and they're like throwing shit around, and they're like throwing shit around, and they're like whatever, being weird." And he just looks at me and he goes, "Oh yeah?" I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "I'm like, yeah," and he goes, "I think I know who you're talking about." And he knew it because he probably saw those kids go in, right? He goes, "All right, you go back in. You go back in. Give me like 5-10. Okay, I'll come in. All right, just let's not go in together." This guy he knew. This manager of the Cineplex was a fucking gangster, bro.
Look how excited he is for this.
He was waiting for this day, bro. He's like, "I have not been this excited since I got out of the can." Like, clearly, he was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers got no clue who they're dealing with."
Yeah.
This manager of the Cineplex.
Sounds like an episode of Scared Straight at this point.
These kids got no fucking idea, bro. They're fucking up the Garfield movie. I'm coming after these fucking kids, bro. Don't even worry about it. I go back in, I sit down. 5 minutes later, sure enough, security guard walks in with the manager. And you can kind of hear what they're saying, but these kids, all of their confidence drained from their bodies. It was like that scene in the Bronx Tale. You ever see that scene?
No.
It was that scene in the bro. You gotta watch the movie.
Yeah.
It was the scene in A Bronx Tale where Chaz Palminteri, these bikers walk into the bar, and Chaz Palminteri is like, "All right, you guys, you can have a drink, whatever." And they're like, "Oh, thank you." And then they start fucking shit up. And he goes, "You guys got to leave." And he goes, "Go fuck yourself." And then he locks the door and he goes, "Now you can't leave." This manager shows up to these kids. The confidence drains out of their body. And they go, "What?" And he goes, "All right, guys, listen. I'm just overhearing." He goes, "I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. If you don't get out of here, you're fucking banned from Cineplex forever. You're gone." And the security guard was standing right there beside him, hands on his vest, like he was going to do something. But the manager, should have been the opposite way around. The security guard should have been telling these guys they got to go. But the manager, the gangsta manager, was so ready. He was just like, "You guys, if you're not, I give you guys 5 minutes."
What was the vibe of the security guard?
The vibe of the security guard was the manager's got it. He's got this.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just here for backup.
Just in case things get a little rough. Yeah.
Even if things got a little rough, he could have handled it.
Yeah.
The manager could have handled it. This manager of the Cineplex, God bless his soul. And then he leaves. He walks out. And sure enough, they get up. They leave. The rest of the movie went off without a hitch. It was pretty good. Very fun. And then the movie ends. We get up, we leave. The rest of the movie was great. I enjoyed it. It was like, "Oh, thank you. I can watch this movie in peace now." I pretty much understood what was happening still somewhat.
Yeah, it's probably a tough plot line. In Garfield.
My emotions are calming down a little bit. I was so ready to just break down. Like, I need this fucking movie, guys. Please, you don't understand how much I need this fucking movie. On the way out, everyone leaving the theater is getting free movie passes. The managers, for the gangster that he took care of his people.
Yeah.
He took care of the people.
Was he doing, because of the interruption from the children, he was like, I'm going to give all of these people in that movie a free movie pass.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because of them just
real gangster.
being fucking up. Looking at representing the Cineplex brand in a very good way.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Turning his life around. Not doing fentanyl.
He's not doing life in prison anymore, right? So
not
good for him.
Selling fentanyl anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, think of a movie theater manager. Just a guy like,
I can't think of another guy other than this guy now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before I even brought this guy up, tell me give me a description of a movie theater manager.
This is going to break your flow, actually, because when you say movie theater manager, I do think of like an unattractive, I'm not going to say weight, but heavy white woman taking care of that place. That's what I would think.
Or a man as well. I think of like
a man. Yes, it would be some heavy set person. Or a bitch person.
My idea of a movie theater manager is a fat white dude with glasses.
Exactly.
A Peter Griffin looking guy.
Exactly.
Or a fat bitchy manager.
Yeah.
Totally. I did not expect this guy to be the dude, to be the manager.
This guy with a nice build. I'm assuming he has a nice build. That's what I'm kind of picturing now.
He worked out. He lifted weights in jail.
He's a strapping jail. Yeah,
in jail,
he was doing a lot of push-ups.
He kept himself busy in jail.
Yeah, chin ups and push-ups. Yeah.
He lifted the weights.
No, they don't have weights. They just do push-ups.
He lifted those weights. He went fucking hard. You know what I mean? On the way out, he's giving everyone free movie passes. And I'm like, so what happened? And he goes, don't worry, I kicked them out. They're gone. I didn't even give them their money back. I'm so happy to tell you that.
You guys are boys at this point.
I'm a fucking hero. I got up and I went and talked to the manager. And because of me, the whole theater got free movie passes.
Well, okay. Yeah, okay.
I flicked the first domino that created the rest of the dominoes falling over.
Oh, like you think this was like a butterfly effect thing? You were Ashton Kutcher in this situation. Do you get that reference?
Yeah, I do get the reference. Yeah.
I just want to make sure. Okay.
I was.
Yeah.
I was this guy.
No, absolutely. That's life. It's a butterfly effect. Absolutely.
That was the Garfield movie.
Yeah. You ratted out some children and they got in trouble. And that's a prefrontal cortex thing to do. It's like, I'm not going to fight these guys. I'm going to tell them.
I'm an old man.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to fight them. I would have gone to jail.
I do remember you telling me the story. It's such a Larry David thing to do. Like, as much as you don't talk like him and you don't necessarily, like, it's not like you have that aura of Larry David, but you do kind of, like, you have a life experience like that where it's like you go out and like problems just follow you. And whether it's your fault or the world's fault or whatever, you do find yourself in these situations where you're like, this is wrong and I'm not going to allow it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's hilarious, dude.
I'm going to be the one that speaks up and says something.
Well, I'm
going to be the guy that does things, that says something, that has things going on.
Do you know what? I'll give you this. It really is a prefrontal cortex move of like, what am I going to accomplish here? It's like, no, I'm going to get the authorities on this. That is like the logical move. Most guys would get the ego up and like be like, I'm going to make sure these kids stop. It's like, they're not going to stop for you. They don't give a shit. No. They want the problem. So it's like you bring the authorities. Honestly, well done, sir.
Thank you. I still have those free movie passes. I haven't even used them.
Now with your new girl.
That was the plan.
What do you think, dude? If you go to Minecraft and that happens again, like what's your move? Did you do the same thing?
Well,
like,
that was part of the reason I didn't want to go, is because
you were like, maybe
all that old trauma starts seeping in, and I'm like, I need to be emotionally stable before I go see the Minecraft movie.
Sure, yeah, you got to move on.
I can't have a bunch of kids screaming shit and throwing shit because listen, if it was part of the vibe. All right, if it's part of the game, you go to the Minecraft movie knowing I'm pre-aware this was going to happen. There was no Garfield Jockey. There was no Garfield people saying shit in the Garfield movie and throwing stuff in the Garfield movie. I didn't go in there expecting that. If I can go in there expecting the Minecraft movie, cool. All good, But with the Garfield movie, that's what it was. It was just like, fuck. these kids are ruining it for me. I can't have this.
Yeah.
I cannot have this fucking shit.
No, absolutely. I get that too, yeah, because now you're going into an environment that's literally like what happened last time, but it's everyone's involved now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, no, I fucking that's what's going on now. It's just the prefrontal cortex is coming in. It's coming in fully.
Sounds like it's good, man. That's actually you dropped your ego in that moment there. You said I'm not gonna just try and big dog these guys. I'm gonna do what I know works.
There was no other option.
Absolutely.
There was no other option.
Your hands were tied.
I had to. It was either that or I had either start crying, just break down, make these teenagers make me cry.
Did you also did you seriously entertain that one too? Because that one might work.
I felt the tears. I felt them starting to ball up.
Oh man, I can just I know what that feeling is, man. As a guy, sometimes you want to cry. You can't do it, but
Guys,
like you want to cry sometimes.
Do not disrespect Garfield.
Don't disrespect Garfield.
This is the Garfield movie. Guys, go do this shit at the Avengers. Go do this shit. This is Garfield, bro. Go do this shit at Go at Soul Plane.
Garfield,
Soul Train.
It's like going to a jazz show, really. It's like just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Enjoy Garfield.
It's just a chill vibe. It's not a fucking throw popcorn
But
vibe.
then you do the math, and you're like, these kids are 15. They were born fucking 15 years ago, like 2010. And you're like, dude, like, guys.
Did you ever do that shit when you were 15 at the movie theater?
No.
Really?
Never.
Oh,
never.
You never take.
Never.
Do you remember Jones bottles?
Never. I remember Jones bottles. Of course, I remember
They
Jones
used to
bottles
sell
of
them at
Jones.
the one movie theater we'd go to. And like obviously when you finish it, you go like you sit in the back and then you just let it roll down the aisle. We saw it in movies and we're like, oh, that's hilarious.
You had a whole fucking scam going.
Dude, the movie theater in our town sat like 30 people.
Man,
so like people
that's
were just like, fuck you. We know exactly who that was.
That's how I know you grew up in a small town.
Yeah, because we're bored.
I never, like, I didn't have the option. If I stood outside a movie theater selling snacks, he'll be like, what the fuck what's wrong with you?
Is that not normal in like a big city to like
No.
fuck around, like do hood rat shit like that?
Like, if you, because you would just go to the dollar store and sneak snacks in. We did that all the time.
No, sure. But like, I mean, like to get like if they sell the bottles, you know, I'm saying like do kids fuck around in big cities though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Way more for
yeah.
sure. More than small cities, definitely. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is, like, when I was their age going to a movie, bro, we watched the fucking movie.
Yeah, but you're an old soul.
We
though.
watched.
You're an old soul.
We watched the movie.
You were 56 when you were 15. You know
we
what I mean?
laughed when it was time to laugh.
That's a 56-year-old move.
We got scared when we'd go watch a horror movie.
Yeah.
I saw The Conjuring 2 in theaters. I saw
terrifying.
Annabelle in theaters.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got scared
You're like a few years younger than
when
me.
we
Yeah,
got
yeah,
scared.
okay.
We got scared when we got scared, you know? But I never ruined a movie. I never got kicked out of a theater, ever. If I got kicked out of a theater and I went home.
I got kicked out of a theater either. I was fucking good at what I did.
If I got kicked out of a theater and I came home, you know, my mom would be like, "Are you fucking? You got kicked out of a theater?
That's a good mom.
What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
It's not. It's a good parent in general.
Yeah.
Just you got kicked? What you think? And if your kid gets kicked out of a theater and he comes home and you go tells you, "I got kicked out of the theater," and you go, "That's my boy, that's my son, that's my child." What are you talking about? You don't do that shit.
No, you shouldn't.
No. I never ruined the movies for anyone else. That's why the Minecraft movie, the chicken jockey thing, is such an interesting phenomenon in this new day and age, because it's like you go in expecting it to happen. It's happening all over TikTok. People are just almost at the point now where they're accepting that it's happening, which is all good. You know, with that case, then it adds to the experience. It's like a D-box.
I think that one is. You're right. That one. Because that's like that actually is like a democracy thing, as we were speaking of before. Democracy, the majority seems to be on board with that, so then we should allow it.
Totally,
right?
Totally.
Different situation with the Garfield movie. No one was on board with that. That's a dictatorship if we let these kids just run rampant.
Totally.
Right?
If we didn't have that fucking gangster ass manager come in,
Just a nice man,
Buddy walked into that theater like he was fucking Secret Service.
I like how he did it 5 minutes after you, because he's like, I'm not gonna out you for this. You did the right thing.
That's
sir.
how you fucking
You
know.
get animosity. Is that No, anonymity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Witness protection.
Witness protection, sir.
That's how you know this guy did time.
You get the white picket fence, and we pay for it because you gave us the criminals.
That's how you know that this guy did fucking time,
That's
bro.
actually good. That's a good point. That's another piece of evidence towards that. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, you're telling me the managers that we had pictured before, the fat white bitch or the fat white man, you're telling me if they were put in that position, it would be like, they'd be like, all right, let's go in together. Show me who they are. Point to them.
Do you know what breaks my heart now?
He knew who the fuck they were.
No, I know.
Before I even said who they were. Where he goes, I know who you're talking. I think I know who you're talking about. And he knew.
Do you know what breaks my heart about this guy now? Is that the way he went on 5 minutes after you and was like all about witness protection stuff? He's probably a rat. And that's how he got out.
No. Nah, he
it seems,
don't say that.
That's a hard piece of evidence.
Don't say that.
Right?
No.
What do you mean? Why is he protecting you so much? He supports rats.
He knows how to look after his people.
He just knows what's right and wrong, you think?
He knows how to look after He's changed his life around.
I want to believe that. I'm going to believe that.
He found Jesus.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to believe that. This guy's a good guy.
He applied to a Cineplex. He probably worked his way. He probably started as a fucking popcorn guy.
Do you know what? He probably started liking movies in the joint, too. He was like, we get movie time once a day. I love movies.
I discovered my new love for movies.
He loves film.
In the theater.
Cinematography.
I discovered my new love for theater.
He's a black and white guy. He likes Charlie Chaplin.
Gets out of jail. Goes, I still love movies. Goes to Cineplex. They're hiring. Hey, man, do you want to be the guy who puts the butter on the popcorn for $14 an hour? Fuck yeah, I do. Do I get to watch all the movies I can possibly watch? Hell yeah. I'll take it. Works. He butters that fucking popcorn, covers up those neck tattoos.
Yeah.
His old gang members come in to watch a movie. They're like, yo, you're buttering the popcorn now? They laugh at him. They call him a faggot. They go, yo, what's wrong with you? Yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yo, let's go sell drugs. And he goes, guys, I love movies. I love the butter on the popcorn is just what I do just so I can enjoy the movies.
He seems like the kind of guy who can get a AAA or butter and still have profit margins. You know what I mean? Like, he just knows how to separate it well.
He probably buttered that popcorn so well. They're like, hey, we're going to promote you. Now you're the guy who rips the tickets off the tickets.
You think that's the step up from the popcorn?
Yeah, they put you
Okay.
They put you at the ticket place where you rip the tickets off.
Sure. And then from there he goes to
Spends a couple of years ripping tickets.
Yeah.
You know that
What
smell.
are we at? We're at 5 years now for him, say?
Sure.
3 years buttering, 2
Sure.
years ripping.
That smell of the butter never leaves your fingers. It's permanently stuck on his fingers as a reminder of all the butter that he had to pour to get to this position in time.
Once in a while he licks it when he's up there just to get a little taste of what he came from.
One day he's ripping those tickets off. The fat white manager with glasses, male or female, decides this is enough and they jump off the roof of the Cineplex.
Cause a mini earthquake.
You hear a little vibration as they hit the ground.
Yeah, just a little one.
Little crack.
People check their phones. They're like, oh, nothing.
As soon as this guy's ripping the tickets, you just hear a little scream from the outside and you go, what the fuck was that? Then the head office comes in and they go, we need a new manager. Who's got the most potential? Who has a passion for movies, for popcorn, for ripping tickets, for making sure those tickets are ripped and making sure everybody has a fucking good time before and after they leave the theater? Who is it? Who do we got? Who's on deck? And they look around and they see a bunch of teenagers working there that aren't going to be there in a year. And then they see this guy, lonely dude, standing there ripping tickets with neck tattoos. They go, who the fuck is this guy? Pull up his file. Let me see what he's got. He was a butter pourer for 4.5 years, and he never complained once. We got good reviews about the butter. We got fucking great reviews about the butter. Who is he? Oh, well, he did 7 years hard time. He's an ex-con? You know what? He's got an edge to him.
What is this guy's name?
I don't know. I do not remember his fucking name.
He doesn't have a name.
He doesn't have a name.
I don't even want to make up a name.
What's his name?
He doesn't have a name.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what his fucking name
He's
is.
a good guy.
It doesn't matter what his name is. All that matters is he rips tickets. He's got a fucking passion for movies. He loves the butter. The smell of butter is ingrained in his fucking nostrils. He lives and breathes movies.
And butter.
And the best part is he's rehabilitated. He has turned his fucking life around. He has discovered a newfound passion for the movie-going experience. This guy. You know what? We need a new manager. Let's give him a shot. Let's see what he's got.
Let's give him $23 an hour.
Let's bump his pay up $2 more.
Yeah.
Let's give him an earpiece.
4X's work.
Let's give him way more work.
Yeah.
Let's put him in an office.
Yeah.
Let's take him away from ripping the tickets. He's worked his way up from the butter, from ripping the tickets, from giving out those 3D glasses.
We skipped that step. Of course, he was given a 3D glass set at one point.
Not every movie's 3D.
Then they got the box, right? So he's like, well, we don't have a job for you.
So not every movie's going to require 3D glasses.
Yeah.
So he rips the tickets. He gives them the 3D glasses.
Yeah, he does.
Goes, guys, enjoy your movie. Theater 7 on the left. Have a great fucking time. He says fuck. He curses. He makes sure these people know they have a great time. People are coming in to watch the Barbie movie because you enjoy this fucking movie with your daughter.
Yeah. Now he sounds like the singer from Wedding Crashers.
You better enjoy this fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You better enjoy this movie. The head office goes, we're going to give him a chance. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's made of.
Guy's got passion.
We don't think he's going to last. But let's see. He did 8 years for committing multiple felonies.
What are the felonies?
Robbing people.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Possible second degree murder.
Which is like whatever.
Which means it was an accident.
No, third degree. That's manslaughter.
Manslaughter, not his fault.
Yeah. Second degree is like didn't plan it but killed him.
He spent all his drug money on a lawyer.
Yeah, he did.
And he came out with zero. And he built his way back up.
Yeah.
You know what? He probably sold drugs to middle schoolers.
Yeah, he did.
He drove around in broken Nissan Altimas.
Yeah.
Let's give him a chance. Let's see what the fuck he's up. Let's see what the fuck he's made of, this guy. Let's see what he can do. He gets the job. He is so fucking happy.
Happy, but also like he understands what he's doing though. Right? He's not just happy and like, oh, I did it. He's like, no, I have a job to do now.
He understands the assignment.
Exactly. Yes.
They come up to him. They go, "Hey, man, we see you've been ripping the tickets. We would like you to now replace the fat white manager. Do you think you're up for the position?" And he goes, "I've been born to do this.
Yeah.
This is what I was born to do. When I was doing push-ups in my cell, and my cellmate beside me was getting fucked in his ass, I was like, I'm going to go watch a fucking movie.
Yeah.
And this is what I was made to fucking do.
Yeah.
I will accept this responsibility. I will accept the job of making sure this Cineplex is fucking ran the way it's supposed to be run.
Yeah.
There's going to be changes.
There's going to be a lot of changes.
There's going to be changes. I thank God for giving me a new opportunity at life at managing this fucking Cineplex.
Yeah.
My old gang members come in. They look at me. Well, look at me now. They laugh at me when I poured the butter. You know, I'd go to rip their tickets. They'd spit in my face. They go, you gone soft. You've gone soft. Now he's the manager of the Cineplex. And one day, you know, he's killing. He's killing. The Cineplex is thriving. The Cineplex is thriving. You know why? It's tight ship, but it's also gangster. It's a gangster fucking Cineplex. The Cineplex is being run the way it's supposed to be fucking run, in a gangster way, meaning...
Well, with gangsters, like, yeah, go ahead.
Meaning all the scams that these guys used to run before he became manager, no more. No more stealing popcorn to take home. No more going to...
Well, gangster's also about respect, right?
It's about respecting your business.
True justice, really.
Respecting your business environment that you work in.
Exactly. You know, they pay for a product, you buy it. You know, we need to run a business here. He understands that.
He understands that. No more scams.
Yeah.
No more
bullshit.
No
really.
more of these movie theater scams.
Yeah.
No more giving your friends a
No
discount
more
when they show
walking
up.
in with fuzzy peaches from the dollar store. That's not happening anymore.
No more dollar store snacks.
Mm-hmm.
No more sneaking in dollar store snacks. No more half ripping the tickets. We're ripping the tickets down the middle. The whole ticket is intact.
Yeah, why are we ripping it horizontal? Rip it vertical. Absolutely.
An equal amount of butter in every bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
3 pumps. That's it.
All this leading to
one day
Garfield.
where the greatest movie ever made comes out.
Yes.
The Garfield movie comes out.
And the greatest comedian in the world sitting in that theater.
With his ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
current girlfriend at the
Current
time.
girlfriend at the time.
And he's not having a good day. He's not having a good week.
This was all he had, really.
He really needed this.
Yeah.
And some fucking teenagers show up. And they think they're going to fuck with the operation that we got going on here.
When they walked in the theater, he literally was like, I don't know about this one.
He saw those kids walking in and he goes, keep an eye on them.
He was talking to himself when he said that.
Keep an eye on these kids.
Yeah, he just made a mental note, like, keep an eye on those guys.
They think this is the old Cineplex under old management. No.
Fat fuck that killed himself.
No. This is new management.
New management.
This is new management.
We do push-ups here now.
This is new management. No one's fucking around in this goddamn fucking Cineplex anymore.
No, they shouldn't.
Not a single fucking person.
No space for it.
Fucking around in this Cineplex. And then I come out and I go, hey man, there's some teenagers and they're fucking around inside the theater, inside the Cineplex.
Yeah.
And he goes,
quiet child.
and all the flashbacks of his gangster life start flowing back in. He goes, I vowed I'd never bring this guy back out again. I vowed to myself when I got out of jail and I got that job buttering popcorn that this would not happen. But I have to let it out. I got to bring back the old gangsta. I got to bring it out again. No name gangsta. I got to show these kids what the fuck is up. These kids think they're going to, after all of this, these fucking kids think they're going to come in and fuck my theater. No, it ain't happening. Walks up to the kids. Hey guys, time to go. 5 minutes or you're banned from every fucking Cineplex.
That's probably the hardest part of that story. Is he goes like, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes.
When he was walking up that aisle, up those steps to the top row, he was like, "These motherfuckers."
What kind of music do you think was playing in his head when he walked up that aisle?
8 Mile.
I agree. I was thinking the exact same thing, Robert. Yeah.
8 Mile.
8 Mile. Dun,
Time to-
dun, 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 dun.
Y'all think you can fuck with me?
Yeah.
You think this is what's up?
Yeah.
I'll show you what's up.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck I've been through.
Absolutely. They have no idea, dude.
I'm a piece of white. Well, he's not white, but I'm a piece of white gangster, black gangster trash.
say it,
I say it
It's
proudly.
a piece of black trash proudly.
I say it proudly.
Yeah.
Guys, it's time to get the fuck out of this theater and let these people enjoy their fucking movie.
He fucking flashes him his piece.
He shows the neck tattoo. He fucking lifts his shirt down and goes,
You know
see
who
this?
gave me this?
You see this? See this? What set you from? Oh, you're not from any set? All right, time to go. Let's go. And they're gone. People are clapping. He did it. He fucking did it. It all led up to this moment right here.
Yeah.
And what does he do? Does he go back and retreat and go, my job is done? He goes, no. I want people to come back.
It's just another day.
I want to make sure these people have a great time. Where are the free passes? Opens the safe. Opens the vaults where they keep the free passes. Those beautiful pieces of paper that say free admission for
It's
any.
a 10 combination safe and just free passes inside.
Opens the safe. It's like a time lock. He has to call in the assistant manager to be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, turn. Turn the keys at the same time to open the free movie passes. He goes, I thought this day would never come. He opens the. I hoped I'd never have to use these, but today's the day.
Yeah.
You know, they teach you a lot in Cineplex school.
He prided himself on that too, right? Where he never had to. It never came to that point. But he's like, what are we going to do? It's Garfield.
But we got to make sure these people leave having a great fucking Cineplex
Absolutely.
experience. He fucking comes out. People start leaving. They think that the movie's over. That little commotion they had is done. No. Hey, man, I'm a fucking real gangster. I'm giving back to the community that has uplifted me in my movie ventures, in my movie journey. Guys, free movie passes. Any movie you fucking want. IMAX, 3D, 4D, 4D IMAX, 3D IMAX, D-Box. This ticket is good.
Porn, whatever you want.
2D. Any Cineplex, anywhere in the world, you can take this.
Yeah.
No expiration date. Anytime you want. I'm giving back to the community. You guys all deserve a free movie. The same way I was able to watch a free movie just by when I got this job pouring butter for $10 an hour.
Yeah. It all came back to that.
And then he went home and he went to bed and he went, I'm never doing that again.
And then his manager called him and said, where are all these free passes going? You're fired. And then he started selling coke again. And that's the story of a gangster.
And now he's back in jail.
Yeah. And he's more ripped than ever.
And he went, we'll try again later.
Yeah. Hey, listen, he's not done with Cineplex. What a story.
Do it.
I like this guy.
It's
I
good.
love him.
I was good. So yeah, I stopped playing video games.
Yeah, I mean that's probably for the best too.
Stopped
right?
playing video
Yeah,
games.
Yeah.
It was
You've got
over.
quite an imagination on you. I don't know if you should be playing GTA. You might kill people.
Stop playing video games. Stop playing GTA. Stop playing Minecraft. Now I'm all about just building my empire.
Yes.
I'm all about just building the Robert Khakham brand, building the foundation of which will propel me to great heights.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right now, and that's what we're gonna do. I put my PS4 into storage. I put my PS3 into storage.
Yeah.
All I left is the Switch.
There you go. You got to leave the Switch.
You got to leave the Switch. It's an aesthetic thing.
Yeah, we play Mario Kart once in a while.
Once in a while, you got to have a balance of life. That's what I'm realizing. There's a yin and a yang.
Yeah.
You need to have a balance of life, meaning you got to work hard, but you got to play hard. If you work hard all day, you know what? A little bit of casual Mario Kart, a little bit of Stardew Valley ain't the worst thing for you, you know? A little bit of that's what the Switch was made for. It was made for casual gaming. It was made for casual. You could leave it for 6 months. You could come back, pick it up exactly where you left off. You don't have to restart the story. You don't have to fucking find your save game. You don't have to remember how the controls worked. It's A, to drive the fucking Mario Kart. It's the joystick to move it. And then it's the right trigger to drift. Yeah. There you go.
Easy.
There you go. Easy. You want to play Stardew Valley? Guess what? Your farm is exactly the way you left it. You come back, you cut down a fucking couple of trees. You sell some shit. You build some seeds. You farm some seeds. You don't build seeds. You farm some seeds.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, really.
And that's what it's all about. And the prefrontal cortex is developed. Is fully developed. The prefrontal cortex is coming along. You know? And that's what a prefrontal cortex move is, you know what? I'm going to play video games once in a while. For an hour until the bad thoughts start coming in where I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I could be doing anything else. Once those thoughts start coming in, you got to turn the game off and go to bed. But other than that,
yeah,
you got to give it that hour of buffer time where you're like, okay, yeah, we're playing video games. We're doing it. And then when those thoughts start coming in where you're like, this is awful. This is bad. I'm a grown man. I should be doing something else, building my empire, building a foundation for my life. Yeah. Then you power it off. You go to bed and guess what? It's going to be there the next time you decide to turn it on. And that's why I don't care all the hate Nintendo is getting right now. I don't care. The Switch is one of the greatest gaming consoles ever. The Switch 2, awful. The Switch 2 is getting a lot of backlash right now. But that's okay.
That's the new one coming out, right?
That's the new one coming out. It's worse than the first one.
Why?
Just because Nintendo are a bunch of money-hungry fucks.
I disagree. They're just as money hungry as any other console. What do you mean?
Yes, but we'll see what happens with the Switch 2.
Okay.
It's still going to come out.
Okay. I just don't like you bad-mouthing Switch like that.
I'm not bad-mouthing.
I feel like we're both Switch guys.
We are. I'm not bad-mouthing the Switch. I'm bad-mouthing the Switch 2.
You don't like the Switch 2.
The Switch 2, I'm just hopping on the trend. Everyone's calling Nintendo greedy. Everyone's calling Nintendo pieces of shit.
I think we should go the opposite way. I think we should be backing the Switch.
You think so?
I think the Robert Khakham show should be backing the Switch.
I love the Nintendo Switch 2.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Nintendo Switch 2
That's who you are.
Is one of the greatest consoles ever made, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to buy 5. We're going to give them away on the pod. We're not going to do that. Please don't quote me.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You don't promise that. That's
don't promise me that. Don't promise me that. Comment below if you want to. Don't do that. Comment just what you thought of this episode, please. Do not comment for a switch because we don't
And be honest, too. If you liked it, tell us. If you didn't like it, fuck off. You're a piece of shit.
If you didn't like it, you can tell us, too. You can tell us to fuck off in the comments.
You can do that, too, if you want. But
engagement is
mostly fuck
engagement.
off.
No. I want every comment. I want the bad ones. I want the good ones.
Okay.
I want everything in between.
All right, well, I'm sensitive. Okay.
The Robert Khakham Show supports free speech. We are a free speech platform. We would love for everyone to express their opinion.
Okay, sure.
That's
sure.
what we base this
My
show
dream
on.
is that we could become a dictatorship, but yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, okay.
We're a dictatorship. We are. That supports free speech.
That supports free speech.
That supports free speech.
That's a cool dictatorship, right? We're
Yeah.
like, hey, listen, we're a dictatorship, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. And that's a demand.
But just remember, we're in charge.
We're in charge.
But you can still do whatever you want.
Right? But if you do something that we don't like, then
You can say whatever you want. You can say or do whatever you want. But just remember that I'm the one in charge.
as far as the comment goes, is it open war? It's like they can come at us, and we're gonna come at them hard.
Say anything you want to say in the comments.
Yeah, and then we come at them hard.
No, we won't come at them hard.
I have a burner account that I sometimes jump in.
Well, if you do that, then you can do that.
Yeah.
But
Because we're a democracy.
I will comment off of the Robert Khakam's account.
Yeah.
The host account, always.
Yeah, mine's just like 00001.
My responses to comments are always as simple and funny as they can be. I never start fights. I never start arguments.
I have seen you in the comments. You are just a very.
We don't need to do
you're
that.
an open-minded guy. You question the comments. You want to know.
We don't need to do
That's
this.
what you do.
I'm always open for discussions.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening to the show, everybody. This has been the Robert Khakham Show. I appreciate you guys for listening. This has been episode 7, I believe. Thank you guys again. As always, I've been Robert Khakham with my amazing producer,
Tyler Hartley.
Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great one. Goodbye.